Have you ever wondered how the king of pop, a man who defied gravity on stage, could simply vanish from life in an instant? What if I told you that Michael Jackson's death isn't just a tragic end, but a story full of unanswered questions, suspicious timelines, and chilling secrets that might change how you see everything? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear may shock you. On June 25, 2009, the world stopped. News broke out. Michael Jackson had died at the age of 50. The cause, cardiac arrest. But as details began to emerge, fans, investigators, and even fellow celebrities started to question. Was it really just a heart attack? Or was there something deeper, more sinister at play? Michael Jackson was preparing for his massive comeback tour, This Is It. He was rehearsing hard, sometimes for 12 to 14 hours a day. People who saw him said he looked tired, but still energetic and focused. He had everything riding on this tour: money, reputation, and most importantly, redemption. But just weeks before opening night, he was gone. His personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, was the only person with him at the time of his death. According to reports, Dr. Murray administered a series of drugs to help Michael sleep, including lorazepam, midazolam, and ultimately Propofol, a powerful anesthetic used in surgeries. Why was such a dangerous drug being used as a sleep aid? Why did it take Dr. Murray over 30 minutes to call 911 after finding Jackson unresponsive? Even more strange, there were no working surveillance cameras in the house. The official story said Michael died in his bed, but paramedics later said they found him on the floor, already cold to the touch. Was he moved? If so, by who and why? Then there's the timeline. Dr. Murray claimed he left the room for just 2 minutes and returned to find Michael not breathing. But investigators said he was likely out of the room for much longer, up to 45 minutes. In that time, Michael could have been saved. So, was this simply negligence or something more deliberate? Let's talk about the drug, Propofol. This isn't a sleeping pill. It's a surgical anesthetic that requires monitoring equipment, oxygen supply, and trained professionals. Yet Michael was given it night after night in a home setting. Why would a world-famous pop star with access to the best medical care be treated this recklessly? Dr. Murray was eventually convicted of involuntary manslaughter. He served just 2 years in prison. But even that felt like a small price for a life as large and influential as Michael Jackson's. Many fans believe Murray was just a pawn, a fall guy, and the real truth has yet to come out. Digging deeper, let's not forget the pressure Michael was under. He was hundreds of millions of dollars in debt. He was tied to complex contracts, and there were enormous financial interests invested in the success of the This Is It tour. Could someone, or some organization, have wanted him out of the way? After all, Michael owned a significant portion of the Sony ATV music catalog, which included rights to songs by the Beatles and other global hits. That catalog alone was worth billions. Many theorists point to this catalog as a possible motive. In the early 2000s, Michael was fighting to maintain control over it. He even publicly said that powerful people were trying to destroy him and that he was afraid for his life. In one interview, he stated, "They want my catalog, and they're trying to kill me for it." It sounds dramatic, almost paranoid. But looking back, could he have been right? Michael had long complained of being targeted by the media, misunderstood, and isolated. In the months leading up to his death, he became more withdrawn and increasingly paranoid. He even wrote notes that said they trying to kill me, and I'm afraid for my life. His bodyguards confirmed that he feared being poisoned and that he wouldn't eat food unless it came from a trusted source. Was he simply mentally distressed, or was he truly under threat? There's also the theory, as wild as it sounds, that Michael faked his own death. Some believe the inconsistencies in the autopsy report, the odd behavior of his family during the memorial, and the financial gains following his death are clues that Michael wanted to escape the spotlight forever. While there is no solid evidence to support this theory, it remains one of the internet's favorite rabbit holes. Adding fuel to the fire, several fans claim to have seen Michael alive after his death, in airports. In the background of interviews, and even hidden in his own family's reality show footage. Of course, most of these sightings are likely false. But it shows just how unbelievable and unresolved his death feels, even today. Then there's the autopsy report itself. Michael's body was reportedly emaciated, weighing only about 136 pounds at 5 feet 9. He had puncture wounds on his arms, indicating frequent injections and traces of multiple drugs in his system. Yet only Dr. Murray was ever held responsible. Why wasn't there a deeper investigation into others around him, his handlers, tour promoters, or even the pharmaceutical suppliers? Michael Jackson wasn't just a performer. He was a global icon, a symbol of genius, controversy, and tragedy. His influence went far beyond music, challenged racial barriers, revolutionized pop culture, and inspired generations. But he also lived a life filled with lawsuits, accusations, surgeries, media attacks, and deep personal trauma. His death was the final act in a life that often felt more like a movie than reality. And like any good thriller, it left behind more questions than answers. So now we ask, what really happened on that June morning in Los Angeles? Was it just a tragic medical mistake? Or the end result of a deeper, darker plan? We may never know the full truth, but one thing is certain: Michael Jackson. This mysterious death continues to haunt the world, just as his music continues to move it. And perhaps that's the greatest mystery of all.